Hi everyone, it is Kayla. No, why do I always say it? I am not an it. I am Kayla. Me. I am Kayla. Anyways, today we're going to talk about sore spots. Everybody gets them, nobody wants them. Kind of like paying taxes. Buy for dentures. Yeah, so much fun. Sore spots are spots where ill-fitting dentures are going to rub you raw. And they hurt a lot. I promise. If you've never had one, I envy you. I have had two. The first one I had was when I first got my teeth extracted and my dentist made me wear a splint. So I didn't get my teeth placed right away. I wore a splint and it sucked. Like a lot. Every time I have a weird habit of biting my lips, and every time that I would like stretch my lip up, it would hurt like a lot. And it just, in one single day, it started rubbing so raw, and it was horrible. So I took it off and I put it in a drawer, and I never looked back. But you do what the dentist tells you. Okay, so sore spots are caused, like I said earlier, from ill-fitting dentures. So if your dentures are too loose, if they're flopping and flying around in your mouth, like bumper cars, just all over the place, then you're more likely to get sore spots. I've been really, really lucky. I only had the first one in the beginning, and then I had, is this ever gonna go away? All right, okay. So I've been lucky, and I've only had the one sore spot because of the splint, and that was the night that I got my teeth extracted. And the second sore spot that I had was actually just recently. It was last week, and it was because my dentures had gotten so big, or technically my gums had shrank so much. It's probably more realistic. So I had the soft reline like a week and a half after I got my dentures placed, and they were really great. They fit well. I had no issues. And then a couple of weeks later, my gums just shrank like dramatically. Like they pulled the total Carney Wilson. They just shrank down to nothing. My gums shrank down pretty much to nothing. There's still obviously a lot of healing. I'm only a little over a month out, so there's still a good amount of bone there, but it is reabsorbing back into my body. So thanks for that, body. Anyways, my dentures were just flopping around left and right, and I refused to use adhesive. Like, I did not want to. I chose not to. I thugged through any type of pain that was happening while I was eating until the point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I refused to go back to adhesive. So I went to the dentist. He's a sweetheart. I love his office. So I go to the dentist and explain to him that I've now got the sore spot. And what was happening was, as I was chewing, the back part of the denture was just driving into, like right there. And it was just smack, 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 smack. Every time I ate, he was just doing more trauma and more trauma and more trauma. Well, that's not good. So instead of being so prideful, I should have brought my happy butt to the dentist earlier. So that's a lesson for you. Go to the dentist if it hurts. You'll be happy or thankful with yourself once you do that. In the beginning, my dentist, I had seen people talk about this product called Benzodent. And it's a topical numbing agent that you would put on your sore spot and place your dentures. Well, I asked Dr. J about that, and he told me no, not for you. Don't use that, because what happens is when you put the topical agent on wherever the sore spot is, it's going to numb it. And then you're going to put your denture on and do whatever, and it's going to rub off. And once it rubs off, it's still just going to be traumatizing that same spot wherever it is. And there's people who maybe choose not to go and get the relines, or maybe they have to work, or maybe the relines are not included in their package. So I can definitely understand from, somebody wearing denture standpoint, if, if I had to pay, whatever, I've seen up to $700, somebody said that they were paying for a reline, which is Jesse James in highway robbery. Shop around, because if your dentist is saying $700 for some pink, foamy, liquid, stinky stuff, then you might need a new dentist. Just gonna throw that out there. If there is pain at all, that's something that you definitely need to go to the dentist and talk to them about, for your health, for your mouth, for your comfort levels. Something I would definitely suggest. And he told me if I was experiencing pain to the point where I was getting sore spots, make sure that I wore my denture, which is gonna sound crazy, or kind of did sound crazy, but there's a method to the madness. When the sore spot is created, it's an indicator of where the denture is rubbing. So if there needs to be adjustments made, or if it needs to be shaved down, anything like that, that needs to be done. And if you have the sore spot, the dentist can clearly see where that sore spot is. So helps him. It kind of sucks for us, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a terrible plan. But I think my dentist is amazing, and so I'm gonna listen to him. Because I'm not a doctor. Like, not at all. Not at all. He told me whenever I'm having sore spots, to keep my dentures in, to let it get a little, a little bit irritated. I think it's irritated. The word is irritated. Let it get a little bit irritated to show him where it is that he needs to correct the problems. It'll help you get a better fitting denture. It'll help him to know exactly where he needs to be working. And sore spots do heal up really quickly. Mine went away very, very quickly, like a day or two right after, and it wasn't even like that painful. Like, it wasn't like getting a shot or anything, and not the good kind of shot, like tequila. I'm talking about like Novocaine shot. It wasn't that bad, so you're good there. But if you are having sore spots, there's a problem. You need to definitely go get that checked. You don't want to be causing more trauma to anywhere for lack of going. And I understand, work, kids, schedules, rides, money, I get it. I totally get it. But for your health, you got to do whatever is best for you. Remember that you are worth it. You are beautiful. And you are lovely. And you are worth it. Okay? Sore spots suck. They're not fun. They are not fun at all. They are kind of to be expected, because your mouth is just, it's ever changing. And with something that is ever changing, you are going to struggle to get the perfect fit for a long time during the adjustment period. There will be some sucky parts. I've said that before. I wasn't lying. There's some suck, but then it's glory, and you're good to go. All right. So if anybody has any questions, as always, you can leave them in the comment section down below. If you have any suggestions for videos or anything that you would like to see me discuss, I have a couple of things coming up. My dentist is 100% on board with me. He is by my side. He's helping me make videos. He's helping me get the correct information out to people. So I'm not just coming off with, off Dr. Kayla's experience. Dr. J, that's what I call him, behind his back. I'm an 80s baby. So Batman was the man. Fun fact, Harley Quinn is my favorite villain of all time. She's the man. And long before Suicide Squad, I'm just going to put that out there. I was born in 86 and I was watching the original Batman. So I knew about Harley long before Suicide Squad ever came out. So, to all the new Harley fans, welcome to the family. But yeah, Dr. J is behind my, standing with me and by my side throughout this whole process. He wants to get the correct information out there. He is helping me with everything, and he's also available to answer questions. So if you do have anything that maybe your dentist isn't asking, you can go ahead and ask me. I can email him directly or call him and get that correct information out to you. I mean, we can all read Dr. Google, but a real, medical expert's advice is second to none. So I love you guys as always. And if you like this video, if you like me, if you don't, whatever, thanks for visiting. But if you do like me, I would love it if you would subscribe, and that way you'll get notifications when my videos do come up, if you care that much. If not, thanks again for visiting. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It is raining, and it was like 107. Or no, it feels like 107 earlier, and then it dropped like 30 degrees in like an hour. So I guess prayers do get answered, right? Right. All right. Till next time, my loves. Smell bright. I always get so nervous. Anyway, put some perfume on because nobody can smell me, but I can smell me. And that matters. Let's get this video started. Concentrate, killer. Focus, story. We're gonna do this. Pepped up, pepped up, pepped up. Why do I nose itch every time I'm about to make a video? Anyway.